Here we are, we're back with the Walther PDP on the table as a follow-up video with more information for you. Stay tuned. So, Mike, we put nearly 1,000 rounds through this gun since we did the first impressions. So I want to start kind of with what you thought about it, and then I'll kind of toss in some stuff and see where we're at.
I have really no problems with it. I don't recall serious malfunctions. It's a snappy little gun.
Yeah, it is. It's light. Yeah, it's really light. So it's got, so the felt recoil on it, with it being so light, I think for us, because we're used to our HKs, it definitely has a different feel.
Right.
You know, but
That's to be expected because it's lighter.
that's right, because it is. It's very, very light. For those of you that are interested in this gun, one of the things that I think we mentioned it in the first video, if not, I'm going to say it now, and if not, I'm going to say it again. Most of the weight's in that slide.
Right.
You know, that frame is super, super light. So, but we had a lot of people run rounds through it, whole bunch of different ammo.
Right.
Like Mike said, we really didn't have a problem with it, which is great. A lot of people like it. Some people are a little indifferent with it. The one thing I did find really interesting, though, is that the people who are real, high-level shooters and are really picky about what they shoot are a little indifferent about it.
Right.
You know, so one of the guys that I know from out in Oregon, he picked one up. He and I had conversations about it, and you know, it was he picked one up, and you know, he kind of had the same feeling that we did from the start. Lightweight gun, felt pretty good, feels good in the hand, trigger's good, but he said with it being so light, it was a little difficult to control.
Yeah. You definitely need to be a master at recoil control if you're going to be good with it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
You need to know what you're doing and keep your grip.
Yeah, absolutely. So speaking of that, right? So we tried two different grip modules on it. We started with the medium because that's what it came on. It slipped in my hand bad. I could not hold on to this gun at all. So what was your impression with that first grip?
Well, the difference in our hands, it's yeah.
Right.
If you had trouble with it, I had trouble with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was, you know, I had to keep resetting my grip about every third shot, which didn't please me. But it is what it is. I got small hands. It's one of those things. So we switched, and I know you and the other Mike both kind of said the same thing to me when I switched it. That's the small, because it really doesn't feel as small as you might think it is. Yeah. So we one of the interesting thing is too. So we just got done with the Cover Your Ass tour class here in Cleveland. While we were on lunch break on one of the days, I asked Neil Widener from Active Self Protection to put a magazine through this gun, and if you guys know who Neil is, well, he shoots. He's kind of slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of slow.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Neil is super fast. So I ran a magazine with Neil watching. Didn't have any malfunctions, and I mean just as fast as I could possibly pull the trigger. Neil razzed me a little bit. He says, "Hey," he said, "that's as fast as you can pull the trigger." And I said, "Well, yeah, you know, it's cold." He goes, "All right, give it to me. Let me see." And he really ran it with zero malfunctions. And normally when you run a gun that fast, there's a lot of them that don't
Like
hold up to it.
some kind of a misfeed or something in
Yep.
there when it's
Um,
going at that speed.
Yep. So neither one of us could outrun the gun. So, which is good. I mean, that was a good thing. Now, the other Mike took it out. He is not a dot shooter, so we took the dot off, just ran the plate. He ran it open sights, which I'll put pictures up of his targets, and what he got out of it. And our mascot's over there snoring.
She's had a hard weekend.
Yeah.
I was gone all last weekend, so she's not letting me out of her sight.
Yep. And he didn't have any problems with it either. And he put nearly 200 rounds through it, open sight, and shot pretty good groups with it. So, which is good. I mean, so Mike and I are dot guys. The other Mike is an open sight guy, and that's cool. I mean, that's,
Teach his own.
teach his own. But we all know dot is life.
Exactly.
So, yep. But yeah, I wouldn't. I don't want to say that I hate it, but I'm not going to say I love it either.
Yeah. I don't think I would carry it.
Yeah.
Personally, say it's just the recoil in it is a little more than I care. I have to depend my life on.
Yeah. So if we look at the grip texture, just one more thing on it. It feels very grippy when you first get it, but I didn't really notice it actually in the process of actually shooting it. I mean, did you notice anything of it being helpful, not helpful?
I can't really say on that. It wasn't. The grip felt like the grip. But,
Yeah, so it didn't really stand out.
Wasn't anything outstanding.
Yeah. The other thing is the little pinky notch on the grip. Did that help you find the dot at all?
No.
No, it didn't either. I kind of figure if you know how to run a dot and find the dot, you're going to find the dot. So.
Yeah.
So that's our impression of the Walther PDP. Not a bad gun. It runs well. It's reliable. But make sure it's something that you definitely like. So I would definitely give it a try. Take care, everybody.
Bye.